Hello there. I turn my thoughts towards poetry in the springtime. Actually, I love to read poetry anytime, but there are certain poems that speak about spring, and A.E. Housman, Shropshire Lad, has one near the beginning of that section. Loveliest of trees, the cherry now is hung with bloom along the bough. And in that poem, Houseman considers the fact that he's already 20 years of age, just a lad, and that he calculates, I've probably got another 50 years to live, and that's not a long time to consider the glory of the wonders of the springtime. And therefore he urges himself, around the woodlands I will go to see the cherry hung with snow. In Ephesians 5 and verse 16, Paul urges us to make the best use of the time because the days are evil. In this period of lockdown, some of us could be tempted to just sit on the sofa and surf the net or surf the TV and just veg out, chill out, and really not make very productive use of this time at all. This is a time for reflection. This is a time for building mental muscle. This is a time for developing our interior life. And that can be really hard. We can become bored, distracted, and want to turn to other things just to kind of satisfy and amuse and titillate. We can turn to pornography, online gambling, or just glut ourselves with movies or whatever's out there. No, this is a time when we should apply ourselves to seeking the Lord. It's time to seek the Lord. Now is the time. And if we will spend our days maybe reading through a gospel, maybe the letters, maybe spending extra time in prayer, there's certainly enough time to do that. And we have prayer meetings to help us because we know that we are weak. Our flesh is strong, it seems. The spirit may be willing, but the flesh has to be overcome. Making the most of time means working at it, encouraging one another. Get in touch with someone you've not spoken to for a while and encourage them. Ask them how they're doing and urge them to belong, to come along. Come along on Sunday online. Come along to the group meetings. Come along to the prayer meetings. Spend some time. Read a book that you've not read before. You've got one on the shelf. You've been thinking about it. It looks like it's hard work. Make the most of the time. There's things you've wanted to do for years. Now you've got the opportunity, but don't let it pass. Like the spring, it won't last forever. Gather rosebuds while ye may. Old time is still a-flying, and that flower which blooms today, tomorrow will be dying. That's Robert Herrick. But we need to get hold of stuff because this moment won't last forever. Don't let it pass so that at the end of lockdown, you haven't really done anything to redeem the time. You've proved yourself like the sluggard. As the door turns on his hinges, so the sluggard turns on his bed. We don't want to be like that. That's not what's in us. The Spirit is going to overcome, but we have to apply ourselves. Have a great spring. Spring into action.